Hi everyone. My name is Mystery. I don't know if everyone knows me. I'm posting this on Facebook and a bunch of social media, and then also on my YouTube channel. Not hashtag Queer Kids TV. And I wanted to make this video because recently I've been seeing a lot of things from Twitter. It's trending on Twitter and on Instagram, and it's hashtag heterosexual pride or hashtag straight pride. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it, talk about my feelings about it, and talk about kind of why it's problematic. Um, One of the main things I feel why hashtag heterosexual pride is problematic is because it is like having White History Month. Every day is White History Month. If you go into history class, it's rare. Like when I was in US history, we didn't even learn really, like a couple years ago in high school, um, about like black people, just in general. We kind of mentioned it. We like loosely, we probably think mentioned Martin Luther King, but that was about it. And this is a problem in general. And we rarely talk about Hispanic people, and we never talk about queer people in history. And so having hashtag straight, heterosexual pride or straight pride is like having White History Month. It's useless and it's every day. So there is no point in it. And the thing is, it sends out the idea that you can't be proud of being straight. And that's not true. You can totally be proud of being straight. The problem is when you refuse to acknowledge the struggles of queer people and of transgender people in doing so. And that is a huge problem and a huge thing going on with hashtag heterosexual pride, with that hashtag. It's, I saw a really funny Twitter post where it was like a tweet. I don't know. I'm not great with it. But I don't really go on Twitter that often. But the tweet said, hashtag heterosexual pride by the people that brought you hashtag all lives matter. Which doesn't mean it's not true. It's just, like, all lives do matter. But we need to focus on the lives that are being oppressed and people who are being killed and discriminated against based off of one aspect of them as an entire person. And that's why heterosexual pride is, the hashtag is problematic, because it's the reason why we have pride, the reason why we have queer pride, is because we are refused service in a lot of states. It's legal to fire us because of perceived sexual orientation, because of sexual orientation, because of gender identification. It is it is ridiculous, and I mean, like the thing that bothers me the most is the fact that it's coming not even a month after the Orlando shooting. And I figured a month later we would basically, the mass media and mainstream media would forget kind of the effect of it. And it's like 2 weeks, and it's like I didn't. I heard a lot of people thinking maybe this will make people think. Maybe rethink the way they treat queer people, the way that our government treats queer people in general, with bathroom bills, and maybe finally passing an anti-discrimination law across the US. And it's just not happening. And when I see something like this, it just kind of shows that it might not change. And it's scary because I'm still young. I'm 17. I'm starting college. I'm going to community college. I'm planning on pursuing a higher education, and I live in a very liberal state, and I'm really lucky to live somewhere like that. But it's still really scary because you still see hate crimes here. I mean, At LA Pride, there was someone who we think is queer that it was alluded that we might be attacked. Later on, we found out other information about this person, but he said that he was going to LA Pride and he had the capacity to make explosives and had like 3 rifles, and that's scary. And it's also scary that 40% of all homeless youth are LGBT. And that kind of shows what's still wrong with our society, is the fact that parents and guardians are kicking out their kids because they are queer based off of one thing. And we are still being discriminated against. I have family members who are queer that live in states where it is legal to discriminate against people of a perceived sexual orientation or gender identification, and she has literally been kicked out of restaurants because she's queer and she was with a woman. And the reason why this hashtag is so problematic is because it's basically erasing the struggles of queer people, saying that straight people have it as hard and deserve straight pride. And the thing is, when you are being fired for being straight, when you are refused service, when you are beaten, when you are beaten for being straight, when you are killed for being straight, when you are more likely to commit suicide because you're straight and because you're being bullied, when you have a hate crime, an act of terrorism put on you against your community because you are straight, because your community is straight, then you can have straight pride. But until then, just stop. Just please stop, because this is ridiculous. And I can't believe I'm making this video, that I had to make a post about it, because I had to respond, because this is ridiculous. The fact that this is even a thing. And it's just really scary. And the things that people are saying online. And yes, people say a lot of shit online because they're able to and have no repercussions, but a lot of these people believe it, and that's the scariest part for me. So I just wanted to say to everyone, end the video how I usually do: stay safe, I love you, bye.